All right, so we're gonna start out, we're gonna breathe in nice and deep, facing forward. And then we can turn to the side and breathe out. Breathe in, facing forward. And to the side and breathe out. Forward and in. And to the side and out. One last one, forward and in. And to the side and out. Great work. We can loosen up our necks a little bit, do some nice big neck rolls. So show the biggest circle you can feel comfy with. And whenever you're ready, you can also switch direction. And don't forget to listen to your body on this one. If there's a part that feels like it might need a little extra stretch, you can stop and rock there for a second. Alrighty. And now we can do some cat-cow. So we're gonna get our hands and knees like usual. And we're gonna start by taking our butt, pushing it towards the air, and taking our back and stomach, pushing it towards the ground, having our head tilted to the ceiling, kind of looking upward. And while you're here, you can very slowly wag your tail side to side, get a little extra stretch. Or you can just sit here and take a couple of deep breaths. And whenever you're ready, we can switch. And so you're gonna put your back in the air and your head and your butt towards the ground. You almost kind of want to squeeze your head towards your knees, like you're gonna turn into a donut. Great work. And now we're gonna go back one more time. Butt in the air, head in the air, back down. Alrighty, great work. And then whenever you're ready, we can do a couple of just shoulder stretches and arm swings. So we're gonna start out, we can kneel or stand all the way up. We're gonna start out making sure we have plenty of room around us. And then you're gonna take your hands and you can start by hugging and then swinging behind your back, just to loosen it up a little bit. Great work. And whenever you're ready, we can do some nice arm circles, kind of loosen them up the other direction. And reverse direction. Great work. And you can kind of shake them out a little bit if they're tight. And then last but not least, we're going to do some shoulder stretches. So you're just going to take your hand, reach behind, touch your other shoulder, and then other hand on your elbow. Okay, great. And you can do the other one now. So take other hand, touch your other elbow, and then leave. And you can tilt side to side a little as well if you'd like to. Alrighty, great work. And we can sit back down and get ready for our workouts. So our first workout for the day is a little bit of a stretch, but also a little bit of a strengthening one. So it's called a fire hydrant. And so you're gonna get back kind of into cat-cow position. So you're getting back on your hands and knees. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your knee and you're gonna lift it and you're kind of rotate your leg so it's kind of flat, parallel to the ground, right? So I'm kind of lifting my leg like I can kick you or do anything like that. Yeah, perfect. So then you can put it down and then you can just keep on going. So we're gonna try to do 15 of those on one leg only to start. All right, so you're just gonna lift it. You want to lift it kind of as high as you can because this is a good one for mobility as well. And try to do 15 or 20 of them if you can. Great work. And then whenever we're ready, we can do the other leg. So however you did on the first leg, try to do the same amount on your other leg. Great work. And then you can just kind of sit back down and let that loosen up for a second if you'd like to. All righty. And now we're going to do our other exercise that's on the ground right now as well. We're going to do some glute bridges. So you're going to flip over on your other side and you can kind of lie down like you're about to start doing a crunch, right? So you want your feet planted on the ground, but then you want your back kind of down on the ground like this. Perfect. And so you can put your feet out to kind of a comfy distance. So you don't want to be able to touch your heels or anything. You don't want them to be too close to your butt, but you also don't want them to be like really far away because then you can't really stand up on them or anything. So you put them at a comfy distance. You can always adjust later. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your hips and using your butt, you're just going to push your hips upwards until you kind of look like a bridge. And you're going to hold it for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to slowly lower it. And then you can go back up. To make it extra tricky, if you want, when you're lowering your butt down to the ground, and you can lower now, you don't go all the way to the ground. You can leave it an inch above so you never quite are taking a break, and that'll make it harder. So we're going to try to do about 20 of these. They are a little bit slow. And while you're counting to 3 up here, just try to see if there's any higher you can push your hips. You want to be getting them as high as you can. Great work. And of course, if you feel like your knees are in like a weird place or your feet are in a weird place, you can adjust at any time. You got this. We're going to do 5 more, nice and slow. Two more. And then last one. And you can drop your hips and you can shake out your legs if you want to a little bit, whatever it takes. That one always feels good. All righty. Great work. So we can do a short break here if you want to go like crisscross applesauce to loosen up your hips or do anything like that, just to make sure you're not getting too tight. Because we're about to do some side lunges and sometimes those need a bit of flexibility. All righty. So whenever you're ready, slowly get up. And then to do our side lunges, what you're gonna do is you're gonna start with your feet together. You're gonna take a big step out, and then you're kind of gonna bend this leg like you're doing a squat in only one leg, kind of like you're sitting in a little ski chair or something. And then you push and stand back up. And you can take your other foot, step out, and sit nice and slow, and then stand back on up like this. All right? So we're gonna try to do 15 on each side. More than halfway there, you got this. You got it, 5 more on each side. Last one, you can do it. Great work. And you can kind of shake out a little bit. And our very last exercise is going to be a wall sit. So you should know these. So you want to find a nice blank spot or wall to be sitting at. Something that's you're not going to hurt your back or anything. And then what you're going to do is you're going to just kind of slowly inch your way down the wall so you're kind of in a sitting position. Then we're going to slowly count to 45 together, okay? So whenever you're ready, we can sit on down like this. And we'll count to 45. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, halfway there, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 10 more seconds, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. And then you can nice and slowly sit down. There is a pin in that wall, so you don't really want to slide down it. Alrighty, so that's going to be it for our workout session today. So now we're going to do some nice cool downs. So we're actually going to start out with some knee hugs today. So we're going to go ahead, knee hug. and hold it as tight as you can for the last couple of seconds without it hurting. You just want to get like a little bit of an extra stretch if possible. All right, and whenever you're ready, you can switch the leg that we're hugging. All righty, perfect. We're gonna go ahead and do our child's pose now. You're just gonna kind of curl up into like a little ball, knees underneath you to start, and then you want to put your head and your arms down. And then you want to slowly try to get the rest of you to sink closer to the ground. So you can adjust whatever you need to. All right, great work. Whenever you're ready, you can sit on up. We're going to flip to the other side. And we're going to do a little bit of a baby pose, where this one, you can just kind of let your legs hang outwards and like open up your hips slowly. And this is a good one to do, especially after doing some of these exercises today. And if you want, you can put your hands on your knees to add just like a little extra weight there. You don't really want to pull too hard, but it's an option. And if you want to, yes, you can totally grab your feet, kick them around a little bit to get a little bit more of a mobile stretch. Great work. All right, and now I know we did this one a little bit out of order, but now that we have done those stretches, we can stand up and do our progressive straddle today. So we're gonna stand up and then we're gonna bend over and just gently let ourselves swing a little bit. And whenever you're ready, you can kind of spread out your legs a little bit wider and try to swing a little bit lower. And whenever you're ready, try to reach for the ground. You can spread out your legs a little bit further if you want to. And then try to reach for the ground. And try to reach for your toes if you'd like. Whatever's going to give you a nice solid stretch. All right, great work. And now you can stand on up nice and slow. And then we can go ahead and just do a nice slow calf stretch. So go back to your piece of wall, and you're going to take your foot, and you can put one foot backwards, other foot forwards, and then just kind of push against the wall, stretch that back foot. And push for a couple more seconds. And then whenever you're ready, get ready and you can switch your feet. So now your previously forward foot is backwards. Alrighty. And you can let go of the wall. And that's actually going to be it for today, I think. So I'm going to stop the recording.